Let's talk about the longest absolute file path. So in this question, the description is pretty long. I'm not going to explain it, but I'm going to summarize it. So if you look at this diagram, right, this actually represents a string. And you just have to make sure how you actually parse. So you heard it, parse, right? You have an inline, you have an inline, you have a tab, and then you have an inline tab. So inline is actually represent there's a folder inside a folder, and tab is actually represent your level. So for subdirectory 1, this is only one tab, and subdirectory 2 is only one tab. But if you have another stuff inside of subdirectory 2, they will have two tabs before the file name. So when you return, right, you need to return a directory subdirectory 2 and then file.ext, and this will be a length of 20. And if you look at this example 2, then you have to know that there's a directory subdirectory 1, directory 2, and then inside each folder has a file in the folder, and then there's a folder and then file inside it. So when you return, right, you need to return like this. So I just make a quick note for the first string, and you parse for the inline, and then later on you just have to make sure which one is the current maximum. Just return, and this is it. This second example, you parse the inline, and then you need to make sure that which absolute path, the longest absolute path you are looking for. So this is level 1, level 2, and then back to level 1. So this is the trick. You from level 2 back to level 1, and if you are in this example, you don't jump back to the level, the previous level. So I'm gonna explain how I did. And I use a read queue, and then inside my variable I use the integer. I store my current length for it. So I have a maximum, and I push 0 into the stack first because I need to have a base case for the dir directory. Then I need to say for string and string, and then I split the inline. So this is actually how you traverse. Then I need to make sure my level is actually determine the \t, and I need to +1 because you only memorize. Okay, you only return the first index of the \t, which is 0. So this is actually level 1, right? But if you didn't +1, this is actually return 0. So for example, this will return 1 if you don't add 1, but now you add 1, it's actually level 2, and this is definitely 0, right? You don't have anything in +1. Then this is the base case, to be honest. So stack dot size greater than level +1. This is actually skipping the jumping level. Sorry, not skipping. So you're jumping back to the previous level. This is how you actually did. But I'm not going to explain it first. I'm going to explain how you actually keep adding your current folder or current length into your stack. So if you didn't find the dot, which is the folder, then you just push your current maximum, current level length, and then plus your previous length, sorry. So which is stack up peak. If I have a dir at first, right, my peak is actually 0, and then plus the current length, which is 3, and I need to make sure I have another character, which is slash. So this is actually you need to return. You need to add into the stack. So this is definitely let me just write it. So you have 0, then you add what? You add 3 plus 1, which is 4. So this is your stack, right? Then later on you have a folder, then you just see 7. Then you have another folder. So I need to make sure which level I'm at. So if I'm this example, right? This level is actually what? This is actually level 1, right? The subdirectory 2 is level 1, subdirectory 1 is also level 1. So you are not enter this situation. you or not. So this is pretty straightforward. You just have to make sure you add every single length into your into your folder, and then later on you just have to make sure if you see a dot, then you just update your maximum. So for example, this example, you have a jumping level from level 2 to level 1, right? So I have 0, and I add a dir, and which is, and then plus a backslash, which is 4, and this is 7 plus 1, which is 8. Then I find a dot, then I just have to update it. Then I find a folder, and then I also update it, which is sub 6, 9, 10, 11. Then I have to know, like, when I back to level 1, so stack dot size square is actually what, 4, right? And label is actually 1 plus 1, so you have to make sure you pull these two out. Then you add again for your current length, and then since you are keep digging into your folder, so you will not enter this, and you just have to make sure you just keep adding, and then plus update your current maximum for the absolute path. And this is actually how I did, and it's pretty hard to explain this question, and they just run the code and see what happened. But it's pretty good. And here we go. So let's talk about time and space. So for the time, you just traverse every single character in the string, which is all of them. And space is actually the worst case, you store everything, right? That would be all of them as well. So this question is pretty challenge for sure, really challenge. Like if you don't understand the question, you just have to know how to approach your end line and then tab, and that will be your solution. And if you feel this video is helpful, leave a like, subscribe if you want it, and then if you have a question, just leave a comment below, and then I will see you next time. Bye.